अथ योगानुशासनम् योगश्चित्तवृत्तिनिरोधः तदा दृष्टुस्वरूपे अवस्थानम् अथ योगानुशासनम् योगश्चित्तवृत्तिनिरोधः नियम आसना प्राणायाम प्रत्याहार धारणा ध्यान समाधया अष्टांगानि अथ योगानुशासनम् योगश्चित्तवृत्तिनिरोधः तदा दृष्टुस्वरूपे अवस्थानम्
Good morning, friends. On this International Day of Yoga, I welcome you all today on behalf of High Commission of India. My name is Saurav, Second Secretary at High Commission of India, and I have the honor to invite Ms. Poi Ponfrom Nihon, Deputy Permanent Representative from Royal Thai Embassy in Nairobi. Ms. Poi, please.
I'm deeply honored. I was first introduced to yoga when I was 17, and I have the pleasure to participate also in the yoga classes organized by the High Commission of India here in Nairobi. I see yoga practice as a lifelong journey within oneself. I learn to be in the present. I learn to try my best, but at the same time letting go of expectations. I learn to try again and again with a good intention. At a time of coronavirus pandemic, yoga has become more important than ever for families and communities to keep themselves healthy and safe. This is a simple practice anyone at any age can do at home. I commend the efforts of the government of India for its leadership on this issue. Now, let me turn attention to today's program. We will hear the messages from the Chargé d'Affaires of the High Commission of India, the Honorable Prime Minister of India, the world-renowned spiritual guru Sadhguru, the Director General of the UN Office in Nairobi, the Cabinet Administrative Secretary of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Kenya, Honorable Ababu Namwamba. Then we will learn yoga protocol from the teacher of Indian culture at the Permanent Mission of India and her colleague, followed by live classical music performed by famous musicians Mr. Kirit Patni and Mr. Hinal Patni. And finally, the UN resident coordinator and regular yoga practitioner will give a brief lecture and demonstration on advanced yogi posture. Without further ado, may I now invite the Chargé d'Affaires of the High Commission of India, Mr. Ashish Kumar, to deliver his welcoming remarks.
Thank you, Poi. Namaste. Friends, when I say namaste, few things cross my mind. First and foremost, it is an Indian way of greeting, the literal meaning of which is that the divine within me salutes the divine within you. Second, the COVID crisis has made it a recommended and safe way to greet, and now it's a global way to greet. And third, and most relevant today, is that it's a posture to begin one of the most popular yogasana called the Surya Namaskar or the Sun Salutation. Friends, Sun is considered revered across the world for various reasons, and for this very reason, 21st June was chosen as the International Day of Yoga, as this is the day of solstice, summer solstice in northern hemisphere and winter solstice in southern hemisphere where we are all now. This was decided by a General Assembly resolution in 2014, and since 2015, the world has been celebrating this day, now more popularly known by its acronym IDY, International Day of Yoga. So let me formally welcome you to this year's IDY. Friends, before taking over my assignment here, I was a second committee delegate in the Permanent Mission of India in New York. And since many of the UN colleagues have joined this live streaming session, you would know that our love for the language and agreed language and statements. I would like to read out an excerpt from our Prime Minister Narendra Modi's GA statement of 2014, which mobilized support and which got India the co-sponsorship of 175 nations to a resolution which constituted this day as International Day of Yoga. He said, "Yoga is an invaluable gift of India's ancient tradition. It embodies unity of mind and body, thought and action, restraint and fulfillment, harmony between man and nature, a holistic approach to health and well-being. It is not about exercise, but to discover the sense of oneness with yourself, the world, and nature. By changing our lifestyle and creating consciousness, it can help us deal with climate change. Let us work towards adopting an International Yoga Day." This is what he said, and 2 months down the line in November 2014, GA adopted this resolution and the whole world adopted this International Day of Yoga. Friends, given the crisis that we are undergoing and the world is facing today, it is very clear that we cannot always control what goes on outside. However, we can always control what goes on inside. And that's what yoga enables all of us to do. As yoga is not a workout, but it is a work in. Yoga teaches us to cure what need not be endured and endure what cannot be cured. Simple yoga routines can bring about big changes to our mental and physical health. This year, the International Yoga Day focuses yoga at home with family members. My Life, My Yoga is a unique international video blogging competition which is going on, announced by Government of India and Indian Council of Cultural Relations. In this, participants made 3 minutes video of performing their own yoga asanas and have put it on social media platforms with the hashtag My Life, My Yoga, and they will be selected and chosen based on the competition. At the end, I wish, may you make yoga, all of us make yoga a daily part of our lives and live life to the fullest. Have a blessed yoga day. Today, tomorrow, every day, join High Commission of India's social media pages to remain tuned in to yoga. Thank you very much. Namaste once again.
Thank you, Mr. Amish. And now we all know that the idea behind popularizing yoga has recently been spearheaded by Honorable Prime Minister of India, His Excellency Mr. Narendra Modi. We will now hear his message on the occasion of the 6th International Day of Yoga. So please.
Friends, greetings on the 6th International Day of Yoga. I'm very happy to note the growing popularity of yoga in the last few years, and especially among the youth. We are marking the 6th Yoga Day in extraordinary times. Usually, Yoga Day is about public events, mass participation. This year, Yoga Day goes indoors. The theme of the year is yoga at home and yoga with family. Friends, the world is fighting a pandemic of monumental scale, but yoga provides multi-dimensional solutions to the multiple challenges COVID-19 has brought. Yoga gives you the opportunity to know your immune system better and put in the extra efforts where needed. Yoga has the potential to cater to mental, physical, and psychological challenges. It puts to test how one can live in challenging times. Friends, yoga offers something for everyone. It enables strong mind and healthy body. In the post-COVID era, the focus on preventive health care will get stronger, and that is why I am confident that yoga will become even more popular. Friends, these are times of distancing. But do you know that yoga is what ends distance? It is said, Yujjate anen iti yoga. Yoga is that which joins or brings things together. Yoga ends various kinds of distance. Distance between our mind and body, which is the root cause of many problems. Distance between the life we have and the life we want to have. Distance between our expectations and reality, which can become a source of stress. Friends, the regular practice of yoga gives emotional strength and empathy. We begin to understand that others would be going through the same struggle as us. So, we become a shoulder of support for someone in need of it. Friends, the COVID-19 pandemic may have reduced our mobility, but it should not affect our enthusiasm towards yoga. People have been sharing innovative ways to practice yoga in times of the pandemic. They are also sharing how they will mark Yoga Day on the 21st. This is a great sign. This time, small is smart, and from our homes, with our family. And let us follow all norms of social distancing. Let us make yoga more popular and our planet healthier. Thank you.
Yoga belongs to the world, but it has a home where it originated and has been practiced since centuries by India's spiritual gurus and yogis. In today's world, we have a world-renowned spiritual guru, yogi, and a mystique who is practicing, teaching, and popularizing yoga across the world. The world-famous Sadhguru is also a recipient of Padma Vibhushan, the second highest civilian award in India, awarded to him by the government of India for his work in public service. Let's listen to what he has to say on this special day.
Namaskaram, Ashish Kumarji, my warmest greetings and blessings to you and all those who have gathered to be a part of International Day of Yoga celebrations at the Indian High Commission of Kenya and all the African people. I think yoga would make a huge difference for Africa. The yogic tools are available to all the African people so that they can manage their physiological and psychological health without intervention of the modern medicine, because modern medicine as we know it today is economically largely out of reach of the people of Africa, so the tools of yoga will be a very wonderful way for them to start off. It is an advantage that they have right now that they still live largely in natural atmospheres. Yogic tools would make a massive difference. In fulfilling the sustainable development goals for Africa, yogic tools would be of utmost importance. It's my wish and my blessing to all the people who live in that region that they should be able to make use of it. We are willing to do our best to offer this to the people of Africa. In recent months, the world has faced upheavals and a lot of uncertainty. This virus pandemic is one of the biggest challenges that we as a generation have faced. When life around us goes into a crisis mode, it is most important that we as human beings function at our best. Our physical self, our intellect, our emotional balance, everything should be at its best. Our innate wisdom must function now, because now there is a crisis outside. You cannot afford to create a crisis within you. Most human beings go into this mode whenever there is an external crisis in their life, whether in the personal sphere or in the society or in the nation or in the world. Most human beings create an emotional and psychological crisis within themselves. The fundamental of the yogic process, one most fundamental aspect of the yogic process is just this, that you are able to create a little bit of distance between you and your physiological process, between you and your psychological process, because these are the only two dimensions in which a human being can suffer or can create joy or well-being. Physiological well-being or physiological suffering, psychological well-being or psychological suffering. Right now, a whole lot of studies are saying that during this moment of pandemic and post this pandemic situation, one of the biggest challenges will be psychological crisis that human beings will face. Well, when a problem is thrown at us, we should not become a problem. This is very, very important. For this, there is no better way to approach life than through the yogic system. When I say yogic system, it is very important all of you put this across to the people. Yoga does not mean a series of physical exercises. Well, there is a physical dimension to it, but yoga means what is you, what is not you becomes very clear in your awareness. What is you and what you have gathered. What you have gathered in the form of society, relationships, wealth, body, psychological imprints, these are all things we have gathered. What we gather are always supposed to serve us, not turn against us. Right now, when we say psychological crisis, what we are saying is our own intelligence, our own emotions are turning against us. So, the simple yogic processes that we are offering you for this International Yoga Day has the power to liberate you from this and also enhance your immune system in a significant way. There are enough studies to show this, but it is not about study. As far as I'm concerned, I'm a living proof of this. I would like every one of you to experience this, not only experience this, be instruments of offering this to large number of people. Unfortunately, a huge number of people have paid the price of losing their lives. It is very important that we stay alive and we stay physically, mentally healthy and put the nation and the world back on its track once again. This is important that your personal life, that your emotional life, your nation and the world, humanity as a whole, should get back on the track as quickly as possible. For this we need all of you mentally stable, emotionally balanced, physically strong within yourself. This can be achieved through simple aspects of yoga. So the practices, the simple practices that are being offered to you are powerful tools to bring these dimensions to you, to create a little bit of space between you and your physiological structure, between you and your psychological structure. This means you are little away from the source of suffering. Your ability to handle your body and your ability to handle the mental structure will be greatly, greatly enhanced if you do these few simple practices. It's my wish and my blessings that all of you should be able to make use of this. This is International Yoga Day. This was brought forth in the United Nations with the intention that everybody should have and possess the tools of self-transformation. The tools of self-transformation should not be in the hands of an organization or a guru, it should be in the hands of every human being. It is with this intent that the International Yoga Day was created. It is with this intent that the Prime Minister of India pushed it in United Nations and over 172 countries endorsed it immediately because everybody saw yoga as tools for self-transformation. It is beyond religion, it is beyond your philosophies and ideologies, it is the technology for self-transformation on this International Yoga Day. It is my wish and my blessing. Every one of you should have these tools of self-transformation to transform yourself and become joyful, wonderful and impactful human beings in this world.
Message indeed clearly setting the tone for today's celebration. Friends, you are aware that it was the United Nations which proclaimed the 21st of June as International Day of Yoga, with a resolution endorsed by 175 member states in December 2014. And since then, the day has seen celebration of yoga across the world, including by the UN family. Here in Nairobi, we have the Director General of the UN Office in Nairobi, Her Excellency Ms. Zainab Hawa Bangura. Let's listen to her message.
Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to speak at this annual international celebration of yoga. Yoga's popularity has skyrocketed globally in recent years, and today, Millions of people around the world practice it. Yoga is known for its numerous benefits, from reducing stress to promoting physical and mental well-being and productivity. But it is also much more than that. The essence of yoga brings balance not only within us, but also in our relationship with humanity. This is especially important during these challenging times. Yoga provides an outlet to address the mental health and physical well-being challenges that a number of people are experiencing being confined at home for extended period of time. While the social distancing measures adopted by countries to fight COVID-19 pandemic have shut down yoga studios and other communal spaces, yoga practitioners have turned to home practice and online yoga resources. It requires no stretch of the imagination to understand why this year's theme is Yoga at Home and Yoga with Family. The COVID-19 pandemic means that many of us stay at home and sit down more than we usually do. It is hard for a lot of us to do the sort of exercise we usually do. But at a time like this, people of all ages and abilities need to be as active as possible. A new normal requires new habits and some creative thinking about one's psychological well-being. A new normal requires new habits and some creative thinking about one's psychological well-being. Now that many of us are forced to work remotely full-time, need to take care of young and old family members during working hours, are feeling stuck or isolated, are separated from loved ones, we must think differently and creatively about ways to keep healthy mind and body. I would like to thank the Permanent Mission of India to the United Nations office at Nairobi for this opportunity to celebrate the 6th Annual International Yoga Day together with you today. I thank you very much.
General, it was our pleasure to hear your message on this day when the UN family in Nairobi is also joining us online for the celebrations. Friends, we are in Kenya and the people of Kenya have supported yoga during the last several years by participating in thousands across the country during the celebrations of previous International Days of Yoga. The program, organized by the High Commission of India, has always received the support of the government of the Republic of Kenya. Although this year we have to celebrate the day online, we have the message of the Cabinet Administrative Secretary of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Honorable Ababu Namwamba, on behalf of the Cabinet Secretary, Ambassador Rachel Amamo. So let's listen to the message of Honorable Namwamba.
December 2014, the United Nations, through Resolution 69/131, declared June 21st of every year the International Day of Yoga. And this year we celebrate the 6th International Day of Yoga. I send my goodwill to you. Of course, because of the COVID-19 pandemic, we are unable to enjoy the ritual we have become accustomed to, gathering together as friends, as family, colleagues, to enjoy the benefits of yoga. And indeed, yoga has a wide range of benefits. Yoga is good for your body, physical activity, fitness, flexibility. You've got a bad back, it can help you fix that. Abdomen. So great workout. Yoga is good for the mind and it can take you all the way to a mental state of relaxation, mental nirvana really. Yoga is good for the soul, yoga is good for your heart. So yes, multiple benefits of yoga. And I want to thank the Indian High Commission that has done an incredible job really to promote the practice of yoga here in Kenya. not only by ensuring that we gather every year to celebrate the International Day of Yoga, but also taking yoga to the people. Yoga has gone to the villages of Kenya. Every December, I go to my native villages in Budalangi, in Busia County in Western Kenya, and I enjoy yoga during the Isambo International Beach Carnival. And so, to the High Commission, thank you very much. Asanteni sana, namaste, for making yoga a part of our culture. And therefore, on this International Day of Yoga 2020, I send a message of goodwill to you and ask you to take a moment, whether you're at home or at work, and enjoy a little bit of yoga.
Thank you very much for your message, Honorable Nawamba. With this, we will start the yoga protocol. I would like to now invite the teacher of Indian culture at the Permanent Mission of India, Ms. Yokita Mehta, and her colleague Charlie Suma.
Hello. Namaskar. Have a seat in any comfortable seating with your spine straight. Concentrate your eyes on the tip of your nostrils. Place your palms in a Gnan Mudra on your respected knees. And slowly keep your eyes closed. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Prepare your body and mind for a Yogasana practice. Feel your breath till your navel region. Inhale deeply and exhale deeply. Be calm and quiet. Be relaxed. We will begin our practice with a prayer. The prayer to be welfare for whole universe, for each and every living being on this motherland. Sarve bhavantu sukhinaha. Sarve santu Ramaya Sarve Patrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Rub your palms. Place your palms on your eyes and slowly open your eyes. Suprabhat and Namaskar. We will begin our practice with the Sukshma Vyayam. So please have a stand up. All is like a joint movements. We will start with the neck movements to be activate the neck muscles, blood circulations around the necks and the limbs. While inhaling, raise your head up and bend it backward. Fully stretch it as much as you can. While exhaling, bend forward. Person suffering with the cervical spondylitis will go with the precautions. Slowly rise up and then bend to your left and right. Inhale, come back, and exhale, bend it to the right. Try to touch your ear on your right shoulder without raising your shoulder up. Come back and relax. We will make the neck rotation. Inhale, clockwise, rotate your neck. Exhale, bend forward and anti-clockwise. Inhale, and exhale. Relax. Relax your arms, legs apart little bit. We will make the trunk movement. Person suffering with the back pain or the woman with the menstruation period will be avoid this practice. While inhaling, turn your body to your left side. Exhale completely and try to touch your right palm on your left shoulder. Hold it for a while and slowly come back. Turn to the right. Breathe in and breathe out. Go slowly and gently. Feel the stretching of your trunk muscles. And come back. Turn your palms downwards, legs little bit together. We will make the knee bendings. Person suffering with a knee problem should avoid this practice. Inhale. While exhaling, bend your legs at the knees little bit. Keep your body straight. Hold your postures in a normal breathing. Slowly come up and relax your arms. All these movements will help us to activate the blood circulations and the movements of your body muscles. We will begin with the standing posture. The first one is a Tadasana, the palm tree pose. Legs apart little bit. Person suffering with the vertigo or heart problem will avoid this practice or practice with the precautions. While inhaling, raise your hands up to the shoulder level. Breathe in. Turn your palms and stretch it up. Here you make a finger lock. Turn your palms and stretch up your body with the support of your toes. Keep a balance. Raise your heels up. Hold it for a few seconds. Exhale, come back. Person suffering with the varicose vein also avoid this practice. Palm tree pose is very beneficial to improve the concentrations of the body and give a good stretching to the whole body muscles. The second practice is a Rickshaw Sana. Give a firm standing with the left leg. Raise your right leg up and place your right heel under the left thighs. Place your palms on your right knee and raise your hands up. it for a while. Focus your eyes on the floor so you are able to keep a balance. And relax. Rickshaw Sana is a very good postures to be improve the balance of the body and mind. Same practice with the other leg. It helps us to be make our leg muscles stronger. And relax. Trikonasana the Triangle. Legs apart little bit. You can open your legs to 2 feet or 2.5 feet. Turn your left leg to the left side. Person suffering with the sciatica or the back pain should avoid this practice. Inhale. Stretch your arms at the shoulder level. While exhaling, bend your body to the left side. Try to touch your left fingers on the floor or maybe the palms and look it up. Stretch your right hand up and feel the good stretching with your whole body muscles. Inhale up. Same practice with the right side. Trikonasana is a very useful practice to be make our arms muscles, leg muscles and the back muscles stronger. It helps us to improve even the respirations and the balance of the body. Slowly come back. Relax your legs and arms. Have a seat. Sit with your knees closed, the knee bend. Person suffering with the knee problem should avoid this practice. We will make the Bhadrasana. Keep your both soles together and try to bring your heels near to the pelvic region. While inhaling, place your both palms on your knees and try to touch your knees on the floor. Keep your body straight. Bhadrasana is a very useful posture for the woman. It helps us to bring the menstruation cycle regularly. Also good for the pregnant lady. Prevents most of the problems for the ladies. Relax. Sit with your knees bent in a Vajrasana. Try to keep your toes together and heels apart. And have a seat. Vajrasana is a very useful posture to be improve the digestions. It helps us to keep our spine straight, to give a good functions to the spinal cord. For children and teenagers is a very useful practice to be correct their sitting posture. Ustrasana. Here we will make the 2 variations of the Ustrasana. I will do the Earth Ustrasana and Sali will make the Ustrasana. So those who are able to place their palms on the heel, they can turn their toes and then place your palms on your heels like this. And otherwise you may place your palms on your back and then bend backward like Sali, or you can bend fully. Inhale and bend backward. Hold it for a while. Exhale, come back. Make it once again. Ardha Ustrasana and Ustrasana is a very useful practice to remove the back pain, improve the respirations, activate the thyroid and parathyroid glands. Slowly come back. Have a seat in Vajrasana, knees apart. Open your knees as much as you can. We will go for the Shashank Asana. While inhaling, raise your hands up, or you can go with like exhalations. Stretch your arms on the floor and then bend forward. Exhale completely. Shashank Asana is a very useful posture to be release the stress and fatigueness and anxiety. It can make the person calm and quiet, help us to improve the digestions and to give a good shape to our tummy. From here you lie down on your stomach, stretch your legs down and sleep in a Makrasana. Legs apart. Relax your face on the head, your head on the palms. Relax completely. Makrasana is a crocodile posture. Just observe your breath and the body movement. Next, we will go for the Bhujangasana. Place your forehead on the ground, palms near to the chest. Here we can go with the two variations of the Bhujangasana. Once you can place your palms near the chest, and the other we can place our elbow and palms on the floor for the beginners and for the aged people. While inhaling, raise your body up till the navel region. If possible, try to keep your heels and feet together. Inhale. Slowly lift your body till your navel region. Feel the strength with the lower back. Hold it for a while. Exhale, come back. Make it once again. Inhale, raise your body up. Collapse your elbows. Bhujangasana is a very useful practice to improve the movements of the diaphragm, to improve the respirations, digestions, help us to relieve the fat of the stomach and activate our spine. Slowly come back and relax. The second, we will make the Shalabhasana. Here we can go with the two variations of the Shalabhasana. Those who are able to lift their both legs up, they can lift the both legs up. If you are not able to lift your both legs up, then lift your right leg up with the support of the left feet. Hold your postures in a normal breathing. Slowly come back and make it again with the other leg. Inhale up and hold it in a normal breathing. And relax. Shalabhasana is a useful posture to relax the back pain. Also, it activates our respiratory system, diaphragm, and the digestions of the stomach. Turn your body and lie down on your back. Take a rest in Shavasana. Legs apart, palm facing upward, keep your eyes closed. Observe your breathing. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Shavasana is a very useful body postures to become for relaxation with the body and mind. It helps us to improve the blood circulations. Persons suffering with the high blood pressures or hypertension, heart problems is a very useful postures to bring their blood circulations in a normal position. Just observe your body lying on the floor in total stillness. We will make the few practice on the back, legs together, palms near to your thighs. Uttanpada Asana. Raise your both legs at 45-degree angle. Hold it for a while. Uttanpada Asana is a very useful practice to bring the navel in the proper place. It helps us to improve the self-confidence. From here, you can bring your legs at 90-degree for the Earth Halasana. Very useful to remove the constipation, indigestions, and help us to improve the functions of the stomach. Useful those who are suffering with the varicose vein. Stretch up your toes. Here you exhale completely and place your knees on your stomach. For Pavan Muktasana, persons suffering with the cervical spondylitis will not raise their head up. Exhale completely and hold your legs with your arms. Slowly come back and relax your legs. Keep your eyes closed. Hold your legs at the knees. Catch your ankles with your palms. Setu Bandhasana, and then lift your back up. Fully stretch it. Try to keep your knees together. If you are not able to raise without support, you may use your palms and stretch it. Slowly come back. Relax your body. Stretch your right hand. Fold your right leg and right arm to the left side and slowly come in sitting position. Sit in any comfortable sitting with your spine straight. Just in Yogasana, we are giving the same importance to the cleansing process and the Pranayama. Here we will do like 3 rounds of Kapalbhati. Have a seat in comfortable sitting with your spine straight. Kapalbhati is one of the cleansing process. We will make the active exhalations and passive inhalations. Keep your eyes closed. Persons suffering with the high blood pressures or heart problems will go with the precautions or avoid it. And relax. Make it again. Try to exhale through your nostrils. Relax your facial muscles and the shoulder muscles. There is no body movement. relax. Kapalbhati is a very useful practice to be release the stress, fatigueness and the depressions. Keep in mind, asana and breathing practice or pranayama should be practiced with an empty stomach. Anulom Vilom Pranayama or Naari Shodhan Pranayama. Naari is the channels of the body, or we say alternate nostrils breathing. Place your right thumb on your right nostrils in the end of your right nostril bone. Collapse your elbows near to your chest. Inhale from the left. When your inhalation is finished, hold your left nostril with your ring finger. Keep your body straight, eyes closed. Raise your thumb up. Exhale through the right nostrils and try to be exhaled double than your inhalation. When your exhalation is complete, again inhale from the right. Hold your nose with your right thumb, the right nostrils. Exhale from the left. Make it 2 more rounds. Feel the peace with your body and mind. Keep practicing. Naari Shodhan Pranayama is a very useful practice to be improve the memory, self-confidence and the concentrations in our work. For the teenagers and young generations is a very good practice to be bring their life in a discipline. Relax. This pranayama practice is very good even to be improve our respiratory systems and the immunity power of the body. Bhramri pranayama. Just with your thumb press your ears. Index finger will be go on the eyebrows or on the eyes. Then ring finger on the nose, on lips and on your chin. It's a Kshanamukhi mudra. Touch your tongues to your palate. We will make the sound of honeybee, the Bhramri pranayama for 3 rounds. Inhale. Make it again. Breathe in. Relax your arms. Keep your eyes closed. Concentrate your mind in between your eyebrows. Observe your breathing. and just try to ask yourself, like for 20 to 25 minutes, what I did a moments with my body is really useful for me. If you feel is beneficial, try to accept the yoga practice in your day-to-day life. Just we will go very small experience of the meditation. Control your body movement. Observe your breathing. Simply you are inhaling in and exhaling out. Feel the peace around your whole body and mind. With the eyes closed, try to go for inside your own body, inside your own mind, to see the spirit within us. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Keep smiling. Relax the facial muscles. We will end up our practice with again the prayer, the welfare for whole universe. Sarve bhavantu sukhinaha. Sarve santu niramaya. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu. Ma kaschit dukkha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti. Rub your palms. Keep smiling on your beautiful face. Slowly open your eyes. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much, Miss Mehta and Chalisuma. I'm sure all of you could do this at home. Our program is not yet over, but before we move to the difficult yogi posture, for which we have a special guest today, let's listen to the melodious live classical music by famous musician Mr. Kirit Patni and Mr. Hinal Patni, who've been playing lovely music for the past 4 decades. Mr. Kirit Patni is on flute, and Mr. Hinal Patni is on keyboard. Please. I would like to thank our two talented musicians. Now, friends, while you have seen and practiced yoga protocol, which comprise of simple but very useful postures, you all know that yoga can bring so much flexibility to the body, that even very difficult postures can also be performed with ease by those who regularly practice, of course. Today, we have among us Mr. Sita Chatterjee, the UN Resident Coordinator and regular yoga practitioner. I have the honor to invite him to give a brief lecture and demonstration on advanced yogic posture. Please, sir.
Is tomorrow, which is the 21st of June. We are celebrating it today, and yoga is perhaps amongst the most versatile exercises that, regardless of your age, level of fitness, can be practiced. So let's start with a big namaskar and a warm welcome once again. Today, I'm going to show to you the importance of an important yogic asana known as the Shashank or the headstand. And the headstand is basically standing upside down. It's known to have multiple benefits for the human body. It corrects posture, it de-stresses you, it improves your circulation, it improves blood flowing into your eyes and into your head. It improves, it detoxifies your body, it improves the functioning of your lymph nodes. But in order to do the headstand, you have to have a strong core. And the core is the basis of not just doing a headstand, but preventing any future injuries. So it is extremely important in order to do the headstand, it is done under supervision because otherwise you could get hurt. And developing the core means you need to do a range of multiple abdominal exercises, including doing planks, for example. So for example, my routine starts with a breathing exercise in the morning at about 4 a.m., and I do an entire set of pranayama exercises, followed by a very focused exercising of my core, followed by the headstand. After that, whether I go for a run or I go for a series of other exercises, but this is the routine that I've set up. What the breathing and what the headstand allows me to do, it de-stresses me from the time I start my morning to the time I finish the day. It reinvigorates me, it re-energizes me, and it gives me a sense of fulfillment that my body is in lockstep with my environment and in the nature I'm in. So let me give you a small demonstration of what the headstand looks like. And as I said, please don't try this, please don't try to copy me. This must be done under supervision, and it must be done properly so that you prevent an injury to your body. So the first thing I will do is I kneel down, I take a moment to take it easy, relax my body, make sure that I'm able to get my mind, my body into synchronicity. From here, I put my hands forward into a triangular shape, and from here, I hold my hands up with my forehead touching the ground. And then from here, very gently, I lift up my body and I straighten up. And this should be the posture. It looks easy, it becomes easy with a matter of practice. But to get to this posture, you have to have a very firm abdomen. Your gut muscles have to be absolutely spectacular and strong. And it's worth it, because then you don't have a distended abdomen, you look nice in your clothes, you look like you're in top shape. But to get to this needs a fair amount of work. Now, as I'm doing this exercise, I can feel the blood going all the way from my toes to my head. I can feel the blood coming into my eyes. I can feel the movement of oxygen all over me. I can feel a sense of well-being even in the short time that I'm doing it.
I normally do this for around 5 minutes per day, if once in the morning, once in the afternoon, and once in the evening. And it really leaves me with a great sense of calm, with a great sense of peacefulness, and really a sense of well-being. From here, you conclude the exercise by correcting the little posture you did. Put your head against your hands. And from here,
you go back into a seated position and just relax your body. Thank you.
Mr. Chatterjee, thank you very much for demonstrating one of the most difficult postures of yoga with so much ease. With this, we have come to the closure of today's program. I'm sure all of you have enjoyed listening to these enlightening messages and equally enjoy practicing yoga postures. Remember, yoga is not for the flexible, it is for the willing. So thank you for joining us today. Keep practicing yoga at home and with your family. Have a good day.
I would like to thank Day of Yoga 2020 today. It will go on till 28th of this month. Thank you very, very much for his lecture demonstration on headstand called Shavasana. I also like to thank the musicians, the technical team who made this live streaming possible glitch-free. I would also like to thank Poi.